Can you hear me now? 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 Oh, now you hear me. Ah, stupid new headphones. Well, I hope y'all are doing better than me. I am sick as a dog. Sick as a dog. This is my third day of a bad cold. Ugh. Yeah, this cold was so bad. Gwen said, "You're taking a COVID test." So she made me to take the COVID test, and it's negative. So at least that's good news, I guess. Ugh. Yeah, Gwen will tell you I never get sick. Never. How about I haven't had a cold in 15, 20 years? Yeah, negative. Ugh. Unless we got this mixed up with like a pregnancy test, then I might be pregnant. Nah, not much chance of that. Ugh. I don't know if it's flu. It could be flu. I don't know. What are the symptoms of flu? Is flu like a cold? Anyway, headache, body aches. I've had more snot the last 3 days than any other time in my life. Sneezes. God, I've sneezed more than, I think I set a new world's record for sneezing. What else have I got? My rib cage is sore from coughing. Do you ever do that? Get sore ribs from coughing? Craig, I haven't done enough work to be allergic to it. Cold snot viral season across the country. Yeah, I need somebody else to come on and talk here. Tom has taken his, I think he's taken his Roberta to doctor appointments this morning. So I don't think he's going to be here. In fact, he may do a show later this morning. What, James? Oh, I haven't had COVID. Knock on wood. I'm allergic to low dollar eBay. So yeah, I got enough of those to be sick over. Your COVID lasted a month. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't want viral pneumonia. Never had pneumonia. Everyone's had COVID. But I tested negative, Mike, so I guess I don't have it this time. eBay sellers call in. First I've heard about it. They have a show and they answer questions from eBay sellers. I don't think it's allergies. I get a few allergies, but mostly in late summer, early fall, when it just gets so dry around here, and then plants start dying from drought. That's, and then so much dust in the air. That's kind of when I get allergies. Your sales are so awful. Um, my sales were good until this week. This week's been kind of slow. I've got three going out this morning, which is, I can usually count on at least 4 or 5. Sorry, I'm gonna be muting to blow my nose. Y'all don't want to hear that. Yeah, James, if you got the venue for selling things in other places, go for it. I mean, eBay's not the be all end all, but for me, it's kind of the easiest. And I'm not close to any auctions that I can like consign goods with, like Bearded Picker. I know he's got a local auction. Him and Harlan take stuff too. Your sales are sucky too. It's like a walking taco, but shittier. Hi, Diane. Welcome to the Sick Show. This is the sickest show on YouTube this morning. eBay Seller Conference. Yeah, I pretty much delete those. Prairie Crit. Yeah, I remember that. Huh. Well, good luck. Well, if you got other income, don't need it. I like the lifestyle, easy money that eBay gives me. Death pile dust. Shane. Yeah. I don't know. It's old age. It's not just being sick. I never get sick. It sucks. I go so long between being sick that I don't even remember what the last one was like much. But man, and I don't remember a cold hitting me this hard. I even got Gwen to take my packages to the post office yesterday because I didn't feel like getting out. Okay, that's good. You know, as long as you got enough income coming in to support you, it's not necessary to sell. But Gwen and I wouldn't have quite as good a lifestyle without selling. I enjoy the money. It's not big money, it's just extra money. Amazon. Just aren't shopping on eBay. I don't know. I've sold a bunch of stuff since the first of the year. February was real good. Hunker down. I have the flu, you think? I don't know. I could. Somebody else that will do some talking. Hi, Tara. Jim.
Hey, so you're sick, but you're not too sick to do the morning show? Is that what you're saying? Or
I
that's
don't know.
dedication?
No, it's not. It's just like I'm just sitting here.
Mm,
If I wasn't doing the show, I'd be sitting here anyway.
well,
Uh, yeah.
If you're
I
gonna be
never did
sick, you might as
sick,
well
but I'm
work.
sick right
you
now.
always lay in bed when you're sick. Don't lie.
Uh, no, I don't like laying in bed much. It's good for sleeping, going to sleep, but I don't like just laying in bed
No.
awake. Free test walk. I don't know.
Did you do the at-home COVID test?
I did. Got it right
Oh
here.
wow.
Gwen said, "You're taking that because you don't need to give COVID to me." And then I give it to my mom. Her mom's like 85.
No.
So, yeah, I took it. It's negative, or it
Well,
was
that's
on this
good.
test.
That's good. Unless you did it wrong and you screwed it up.
Extra income for you. Yeah, for me too. Yeah, everybody's griping about their sales. Tara.
Our sales are down. I don't know why, but maybe I just don't have the right stuff to sell right now.
Sometimes you just gotta look in the mirror and say,
It's you.
I failed.
Yeah, it's me. It's not eBay, it's me. I don't know.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, I got a bunch of sports memorabilia, and I've sold a few things, but it's not exactly flying out of here.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I kind of had like 4 days in a row here that I wouldn't say are like over the top.
Tara's got this YouTube guy. I'm not gonna say who it is, but he's a reseller. And I mean, oh my gosh, every day it's a new thing that eBay's doing wrong, so he has to call them and to get him to fix it and stuff like that. I mean, it's never him. But this is only when sales are down. Because I notice when sales are up, he doesn't complain about anything. He doesn't say, "Oh, there's something wrong with the algorithm. They're giving me way too many sales." He never bitches about that. Like they should be spreading these sales around so the other people get some. I just think that's funny. It's always a one-sided thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Everybody's paying their credit card bills.
Yeah. You know what? Me and Jim talk about it because Jim used to run a shoe store, and he goes, it's easy to get down on. He goes, but when I ran a shoe store, there would be some days where just nobody showed up for
Zero.
whatever reason. And he's in a mall in a suburban area outside Milwaukee where you have plenty of people, and he goes, just sometimes nobody just doesn't show up.
We're out in
And
the hallway trying to pull in the mall walkers, and I mean, everybody knows the mall walkers don't buy squat.
yeah,
They don't buy gum. I mean, those mall walkers, they're cheap. They're there to walk, and
yeah.
that's it. So when you're that desperate, you know it's bad.
There's a mall in Waco they got signs up through the mall. This is you just done 300 yards.
Oh,
Keep
really?
going.
We don't have malls here, but I see the mall walkers walk around the Walmart. You'll have like these bands of old people and but they don't have carts or anything. They're like speed walking around the whole perimeter, the inside of the Walmart and that. They're like indoor Walmart mall walkers.
This was in the late 80s.
Really?
But I mean, we'd have mall meetings with the mall manager and all the mall store managers. But they had a representative from the mall walkers. I'm like, what the hell do we need this person here? They don't buy anything. Because the mall would always like kiss their butts, like, oh, these could be good customers. I'll come in your stores and buy something. No, they just walk like zombies. And they walk in the door, they do their laps, and they walk out the door. They don't. It's like a person coming in your gas station, uses the bathroom, and doesn't buy anything.
Oh, they got like sports clothes on and stuff. They're calling around bags of junk and stuff.
No, right. And they have no intention of buying anything at the mall. I've never seen one buy.
It's like the bicycle people in northern Wisconsin. They spent millions of dollars to put in these bicycle trails in northern Wisconsin, which I have no problem with. They're nice. They're cool. I used them. But they always think, oh, yes, because this is going to bring tourist dollars into the town because when they're riding their bikes, they're going to be in town shopping and buying stuff. These are people that are athletically doing bicycle riding. They're not going around with shopping bags buying trinkets and rubber tomahawks.
Our Dairy Queen was on the bike trail. They advertised in their when you got the trail map or whatever that you could get free water at the Dairy Queen. That's the only thing I've ever seen. These bicycle people, they'd walk in with their helmets still on, looking like a mushroom. They come in, elderly, asking for their free water, and then they turn their narrow asses right around. They always weigh like 90 pounds.
Yeah, because they're super into fitness, so they're not like eating blizzards and hamburgers and
they're
stuff.
They're not people who enjoy life. Okay, let's put it that way. So everything they're living on vegetables and water. So anyway, they get their free water and their narrow asses head for the exit.
Oh my God!
Damn thing.
But
it costs Dairy Queen money because they gotta give them a cup.
Anyway, we were like a few years ago. I'm like, Jim, let's bicycle or something for exercise. We're both getting too pudgy. Let's see if we can lose some weight. And the only way I could con Jim into going on the bicycle is if I said we'd go to Dairy Queen and eat ice cream.
That's what
which defeat the purpose of the exercise to lose weight. Because Jim would get his like extra big size double chocolate blizzard, he eats.
Salted caramel truffle.
Oh yeah, but like the big size. They got the super big blizzard.
Well, yeah, they get cheaper as you get bigger. Anyway. I'd have my Marlboro, my
you look like the Marlboro man.
My jean jacket. I don't know if I was still smoking at that point.
No, because already Brandon was born.
Hey, I'm smoking on a bicycle. I'll admit it.
Butterfinger blizzards are great.
But it kind of defeats the purpose if you're trying to lose some weight is to bicycle, to exercise, to go to the Dairy Queen to get an extra large blizzard.
Hey, it's a reward.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a cigarette. You did a hard job. You want to relax.
I haven't gotten a blizzard in so long. Do they still turn the cup upside down to show you it's...
Yeah.
We had one. It was real hot. It was a real hot summer day. Remember that she was a black girl, but she'd always wear those huge wigs.
Yeah.
That one. She comes over and she like goes like this because she told us that it was making them soft, that they weren't super hard because it wasn't working right. And you could see her. She's just shaking as she turns it upside down, but it was okay. It didn't fall. I wasn't sure. I'm like, you don't have to. She goes, yeah, I have to, or I'll get in trouble. I'm like, oh no, don't do it.
You're gonna
both of us are like scared she's gonna dump it. I love that girl. She'd give me free stuff. She was awesome.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia got a Dairy Queen. Cool.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, the peanut buster parfait is good too.
Hey, be careful, guys. Somebody must have bit somebody a little too hard.
We got a new dog.
Oh, are you kidding?
Oh my God. So we separate out our recyclables. So we have to pick up Brandon from school. So we got the pickup truck. I threw in like 3 bags of these aluminum cans and stuff like that to go drop off at they have these trailers here, these community trailers where you put your recyclables in. So I'm like, well, let's get rid of these. I'll drop them off there. And it's down there by the wastewater treatment plant. Here's this little black lab puppy laying up under the trailer. I'm like, well, geez, that's weird, and it's following me around. Get in the truck. It's following our truck. Jim's like, well, let's just pick it up and we'll call the Humane Society and we'll put an ad on that, like lost pets in the area thing, see if somebody claims it. Well, nobody,
it's your dog now.
Nobody has come forward to claim it. She's a very cute, maybe like a spaniel lab kind of mix. She's very cute.
She's a high school
And yeah,
woman.
and now she's like in our house, and nobody has come forward to say, "Oh my God, thank you, that's my dog." And I'm not sure she wasn't dumped down there.
Yeah, she's sleeping with Brandon, so.
Labs are real sweet dogs.
Yeah, I think she's got spaniel in her because she's got this real like small foxy face and a little bit of longer hair. I mean, she's a very. I would say she's maybe like 4 months old, maybe 5. I don't even know if she's 5 months old.
I got the German Shepherd and the pug underneath my desk where my feet are supposed to go, hiding from the puppy.
Yeah, because she's a
Who's smaller than either one of them. They're hiding because she's puppy chewing with her needle teeth or whatever. Now they're afraid of her. Good grief.
Anyway.
Yeah, we got 2. What else? 3.
Yeah, so that was also our
Yeah.
adventure.
And once you get up to 5,
that's
it's
good,
sky's the
Lag.
limit. Till the health department comes. My mom's neighbor has 27 cats.
Are they exaggerating?
In the house. Well, I don't know.
That's
I've
crazy.
seen a lot of cats.
Is it Tom? Is Tom living next to your mom?
Oh, snap.
Oh man, I hope he listens to that in the
how's
replay.
Tom's mother-in-law or whatever?
Why? What's going
not
on?
Mother-in-law.
I was gone yesterday.
Some relative of that's real close to his wife is very sick. She went.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dang, Lag, that would be good. Homemade ice cream and homemade ice cream cones. Yum. Wow. That's a big purchase, so anxious. But prices of precious metals are kind of down now, so it's probably a good time to do some buying if you got some cash laying around.
Well, what else is new, Todd?
Oh, so on eBay there are or on YouTube there are 3 big reseller channels, right?
Okay.
One is called Cincinnati Picker. The second is called Commonwealth Picker.
Oh yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah, the Silverhairstacker. Yeah, we know.
No, and Pete the Craigslist Hunter.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody else watched the show, but they did a special announcement yesterday. We're gonna have another reseller rally. This would be the third one they've done.
Oh yeah, I thought I maybe saw Cincinnati Picker did like a live show one morning.
I actually drive through Cincinnati now.
I listened to a replay and I thought he was kind of alluded that maybe.
Are they doing it in Cincinnati?
Well, let Todd finish it. He listens.
Cincinnati. So they put a link up. Can you see it there? $125 and you get a ride on the riverboat in Cincinnati.
Oh, it is gonna be in Cincinnati. Okay.
And a meal and a goodie bag. But everybody talks about how much fun they have and how much.
It's like an hour and a half from us.
Yeah,
When's
I'll put
the date?
Link over here.
Oh, September 30th.
Yeah, so. And there's a limited number of tickets, but.
So are you telling me that you bought one?
No, I don't think I'll go just because our travel money we spend on going other places.
Yeah.
We do a lot of traveling, but we don't really.
Oh my goodness, galloping around here.
I don't know that I want to spend a chunk of my travel money getting It's like 1,000 miles from here to Cincinnati, so
Well, you could drive cross country, you know, like get a van, drive cross country, buy a bunch of inventory, you know, buy stuff all the way there and back, and you can tell us all how much money you made then.
It's about a half an hour north of Lexington.
And I think it's farther than that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's probably more like an hour. It takes a long time to get up to Florence. Remember?
Well, I went to Lima. Oh no, I guess it was like a 4-hour trip. Yeah, I guess it could be. Okay, so let's say it's an hour north of Lexington. So it'd be about a 2.5-hour drive for us.
I'd go if I could get a Silverhairstacker autograph. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
I'll tell you what, Lag, you send me $50, I'll just send you my signature.
Uh-oh, Todd's gonna
We didn't name her yet. We call her Puppy Puppy right now. Just in case somebody in case her real family comes forward that says, "Oh my God, you found her. Thank you for keeping her safe," but nobody's come forward yet.
I've been calling her Sassy because she is pretty sassy. When we picked her up, she was like all mellow and nice or whatever, and she's starting to like get barky and.
Oh yeah, like if you leave her in the house, like Jim goes up. I wasn't here yesterday. We said go outside, and then she's barking at the door. And today we took her with when we dropped Brandon off at school. He gets out, we pull away, and then she's like, ruff, ruff, ruff. Like, hey, you're leaving him behind anyway.
Oh yeah, he's asking all the time. Did you find anybody? You know, so he's like already fallen in love with this dog. That's her.
So, how many dogs are you up to now?
I only have 3. Well, if this one stays, I'll have 3. I had
2 of the ones that we moved down here with died.
Yeah, I only have 1 Wisconsin dog left. My black lab from Wisconsin. I had a chocolate lab and a black lab when I moved down here. The chocolate lab died like maybe about a year and a half ago. 17, she was 16. And then my other black lab died like about in September.
Yeah, he was like 12, but he had, I don't know, something happened. He had a heart attack.
Nose picker. That's a good name for a reseller dog, nose picker.
Yeah, nose picker.
He was the one when Tara's camera, when she'd walk away from the camera, the dog that'd be sitting in her seat. That was that lab that passed away.
Yeah.
Because he was like Tara's dog. He wanted nothing to do with me.
He wouldn't listen to Jim at all. Jim would be like, "Go get your dog," and he won't come in the house. He doesn't listen to me.
It was like, but he would. You could tell he wanted to come in anyway, but he just wouldn't do it because I was asking him to do it.
He just look at Jim like, "I don't
I've
really
never had
respect
an animal
you."
like not like me like that animal, and I never did nothing to him. But it was weird. He was just so. I think he was jealous of me because of me and Tara obviously being together, and he didn't like that. It was weird.
Why would you want $1,000 in $1 bills?
Well, you could spread them out on the bed and roll around in them.
I guess.
Oh yeah,
I'm rich. Woo!
Yeah, there's all those germs on money. You're very fully clothed.
Getting salmonella off of them or something. Fecal contamination.
I can't remember what the numbers were. But they did a thing on what things are on dollar bills, and E. coli, you know, that stuff is on like a large percentage. What was even a higher percentage of that was cocaine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like trace amounts of cocaine on like almost all U.S.
Oh, wow.
It was like ridiculous, like 80% or something in trace amounts.
Well, if I'm going to stack cash, I'm going to stack 20s or 100s or something. I'm not going to stack ones.
Well, they're good. Like if you go to the strip club, you always have a good supply of $1 bills.
Well, that and crack. I mean, what's that? I mean, that's cheap per hit. I mean, I don't go buy crack.
How do you know this?
Because it's a listen to that HBO stuff. Those hookers on the street or whatever.
Oh, okay.
They're buying, you know, they're like, I get this many tricks and I can go buy my crack.
Yeah. I give strippers silver coins.
I'm done with the street. I know what's new on the street.
I stack bills.
Yeah.
Get rich stacking bills. I'll put these bills here for later. I'll pay them later.
Giving thrills and stacking bills.
Nice amounts of boogers on those ones.
Yeah.
Go buy me a pack of Newports.
What's the maximum you can Like go to the bank and write a check and
Oh, I
cash
take
out?
out in cash. Isn't it like 10 grand?
Is it?
Oh, they ask you questions when you do more than 10
Yeah,
grand.
because when we bought that truck, the guy wanted cash. I'm like, oh my god, I hate carrying this much. It was a little over $11,000 in cash. Me and Jim are riding around with. I'm like, why can't you just take a bank check or something? So what did they ask you when you took that out
What I do
last
for a
year?
living? What's your?
Oh, what you do for a living? Oh.
She says the government says I have to ask you this, and then she writes it down. I don't know what to do with it. I told her I sell other people's junk for money.
Yeah, the government's so intrusive, and they use the excuse, "Oh, we're hunting for drug
Yeah.
dealers, and we're hunting for
No.
tax evaders, and we're hunting for politicians who are
They're always going to
being
tax the
trapped."
rich, but if you ever look, they always kind of go after what I call like the middle class, like independent contractors and stuff.
I want to be like Al Capone. I want to get a card that says I'm a used furniture dealer. Except we sell so much more than furniture, it wouldn't really make sense.
Well, weren't they going to drop what they had to report to the government? Was that last year? Or did they keep it at like 10 grand? I think it's like
No, they
9,990.
paused it,
Yeah, they
but
paused it.
they're still getting reported to it. So even though you don't turn it in, they know you've gotten more than $600 from that
Yeah.
outfit. So the government knows.
No,
what
but when
kind of
you
tightrope
no
are you
no
walking
no
by not
no when you
reporting
pull
it?
it out in cash. If I went to the bank and took $600 in
Oh,
cash out, I don't think they report that to the government.
no, okay,
But I
I'm
think
sorry.
the
I thought you
trip
meant
on
the
that
government.
is like 9,999.
Yes, 10 grand in real estate. If you bought a house and you paid more than 10,000 of it in cash, we had to report it to the IRS that you had paid cash. That the 10,000 of it was cash.
In the UK, you can only take out 360 a day.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
What is it?
In the UK, he said I can only take 360 out a day. Well, with PayPal, you could only take out 400 a day, but that was PayPal's own policy.
They probably got it from.
When we were still getting payments like on PayPal, for eBay, you could take 400 out a day. So because me and Jim both had PayPal cards on the same account, we could like pull out 800 a day in cash.
Gunbrokers got their own thing on there now, where you can take payments through their their payment processing thing or whatever. But it used to be, yeah, if PayPal, you could lose your PayPal account for selling a gun with
Oh, I got Gunbroker.
taking the payment for a
Oh,
gun with
Gunbroker has their
PayPal.
own payment processing
Yeah.
thing? Oh, I didn't know that.
I had a lady, I had a Curio and Relics FFL. They sent me the wrong rifle, so I had to return it so they could send me the right rifle.
This is years ago.
I take it into the local UPS place, and the lady behind the counter goes, "Well, what's in it?" I go, "It's a rifle. It's a firearm." "Oh, I can't ship that." I go, "Well, this is a return thing. It came to you by UPS." "Oh, well, UPS will ship it, but I'm not gonna have anything to do with shipping it." So I said, "Well, okay, I'm just gonna have to call UPS and tell them you won't ship it." "Oh, if you're gonna be that way." So then she did ship it, but I thought it was nuts. Okay, where did you get this can? Okay, you two are out of control.
Oh, where did Todd leave me? He must have had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Oh, she says, "Mom, come outside."
Oh. I guess. What the Sam Hill, Todd? You just walk off on me?
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Gwen came in. We did our morning hug and kiss, except she won't
Oh,
kiss me
okay.
with my cold. So,
Oh.
which, yeah, I don't want to give her this cold. It's bad. I haven't had a. This is my third day with a cold, and I'm like, oh, God, quit. It's
Wow.
all right. I had a cold. We're done. Come on, stop.
Oh.
Shut up, James. Wow. Started.
Oh, I know you got that old man bladder. I was worried you had to go take a pee.
No, it's I got maybe 15 minutes before I have to do that.
Oh, okay. It's the same as a COVID test, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I feel like hell.
Oh, somebody's
Resale
going to do
King.
chores.
Resale King is going to the reseller rally.
Resale. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's got to be fun. I've watched a bunch of the videos from the last reseller rally they had 2 years ago, and
Yeah.
it looked like they were having a lot of fun.
It's hard to believe, but I'm not a very outgoing person in like group settings and that. So I really would have more like anxiety sitting there with like 100 other people.
I I enjoy being around other people, but
I mean, if I like met
yeah,
you, because I feel like, oh, I could talk to you or Tom or Sally or that.
yeah.
Like people I don't really talk to, I actually am a little bit shy.
But if it was in Oklahoma or Texas or Louisiana or something, we could just run up
Well,
for a
just go,
day and
Todd.
come
You only
back.
live once.
Oh my God.
Just
But
do it.
no,
I mean, what is it? A weekend in Cincinnati? I mean, probably if you looked into, you could
no,
probably get a deal on flying into Cincinnati cheap. I
it's
mean, and it's
basically Friday
Cincinnati. It
evening
isn't.
and Saturday.
What'd you say?
It's basically Friday evening and Saturday, and
Yeah.
that's
Well,
about
see,
it.
get a cheap flight, fly into Cincinnati like Thursday evening. Okay, you gotta spend the night there. So you have Friday evening, Saturday. You could probably even catch a flight out of Cincinnati Saturday night and just go home.
Have you ever been to Cincinnati?
Yeah, I'm like, but he's like, oh, because it will cut into my vacation budget. I mean, if you probably could find a cheap flight into Cincinnati, it wouldn't be real bad. And it ain't like you're gonna be at the Hilton in Cincinnati or
I don't
something.
think
You could,
Cincinnati has a Hilton.
it might. Well, don't disparage the Hilton people in Cincinnati. That's not
I
cool.
know I got nothing against Hilton.
Yeah. Stay on the Kentucky side of Cincinnati. You could stay right across the river in Florence or something.
Have you ever been to Flint?
Resale. Yeah, I mean, if you got other stuff to do there for fun and
Yeah.
such.
You could go,
But
I mean, you could go do the Noah's Ark thing. That'd probably be within like 45 minutes of Cincinnati. You could
yeah.
come down to Lexington, do the horse park. Go to, well, in September, they might have the fall meet. You could go like at Keeneland or something like that. Go do some gambling. How's it sounding more enticing?
Sure, but
Mm.
we got other
I hear
places
your
we want to go.
enthusiasm and excitement.
We got other places we want to go and see and do.
Did you ever go to the like eBay convention in Las Vegas when they had it or no?
No, nope.
It's funny that I had that all those years and then they just quit doing it. And now those girls kind of like, I guess, took over their version of it. But it's funny that, eBay doesn't do it anymore. Todd only flies first class. Honestly, I hate to fly. I'm going clubbing after the cruise.
I think I would be
Honestly, the paddle boat thing would probably be kind of cool to go on. They have one over here by
too
Louisville, the
tired.
Bella Louisville. I always kind of wanted to do it. I don't even know what Uber Black is. What is Uber Black, Todd? Do you know?
I don't know.
I've never taken an Uber.
Yeah, I'm taking an Uber. It was just a guy driving a car.
I don't know. I think a paddle boat ride would be kind of cool. I mean, the only paddle boat I've ever been on is at Walt Disney World over there by that Mark Twain Island, but you just go in a big circle. But honestly, I think going up and down the Ohio, that'd be kind of fun in a paddle boat. Oh, okay.
Saudis own Uber.
Oh, it's like a limo service. I don't know. I mean, I've never had an Uber because I've always had my car, and I don't know. It's like I guess I don't always know if I want to get in a random car with some random stranger driving me around. Oh, you want to get up on the chair? Okay, wait. There you go. Okay, lay down.
Uber was certainly nicer than the taxi cabs in Italy.
Did you ride in a cab or did they like haul you around on a moped? You ever see like those in Europe? They'll have like those three-wheel mopeds where they'll have like a bench seat in the back. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, pedicab or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, all the taxis in Italy were like kind of reminded me of taxi cabs on a border town in Mexico. They were old cars with worn out seats, with springs that stick up through the seat cushions, and
Did you open up like the windshield, the front windshield to get into it? You know, like that kind of car that the front door, the door opens in the front where the windshield
yeah,
is.
not quite that bad, but boy, they were little.
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot tall, man. It was hard to get in and out of those taxis in Italy.
You should have just laid on the roof.
Talk talks, yeah, that's what they're called, right? Tick TikTok, talk talks, or something.
Well, I guess it's better than a donkey cart.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
He said the taxis in Italy were horrible. They're real
Oh.
small and old cars, springs like sticking through the seat and stuff.
I thought maybe a donkey cart
I
was
said-
slang for something. Like, what are you talking about? Never mind.
Tug tug. Yeah, let's look that up. In Thailand.
Flintstone style.
There's a restaurant in Fort Worth called the Tuk Tuk Thai.
Oh. Well, how's the stock market doing?
I don't know. Let's look. Ugh. Well, we're down again.
Oh yeah. Did it ever go up at all this past week?
No, it's been down for like a week and a half.
Yeah. Huh.
What's down the stock
Oh,
market?
man.
So is that what happened? All these Wall Street guys who usually buy our stuff are not forking
Yeah, I'm
out the
sure. Yeah, rich Wall Street guys,
Oh.
always buy a bunch of used
buy
junk.
1960s napkin rings. Oh,
Yeah.
desert market. I made a killing in the market.
I can buy
I
some.
got to buy this Smurf TV tray. You know how much these cost me in the city?
I get a lot of buyers on eBay where they gripe about the shipping.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
that's like their biggest gripe
And-
is shipping.
And guess, well, I'll just say it. I'm not going to make it get. California.
Yeah, they'll always be like,
For
oh,
some
extreme
reason,
coast
yeah.
buyer.
Everything in California must be free. Because, I mean, they complain about the price on everything. But I will take their address and I go Google their house. Yeah. My entire property would fit in their garage.
Oh boy.
And they're complaining over, $15 shipping.
Yeah.
I
Bless you, Tom.
I like people to bust your chops over. Like one person offered me this week like $1.80 off the purchase. It was like a $15 thing, and you want to pay like I figured it out. It was $1.80 less. I'm thinking to myself, if you can't come up with that $1.80, tell your story walking. I wouldn't want to put you in financial jeopardy.
Getting a lot of the hard luck messages too. Like, I'm
that's
applying
the
for
same guy. He
disability.
tells you, I'm on disability.
or
I'm
I'm
on fixed
applying
income.
for it.
That's A, it's none of my business, and B, I'm not giving you a break because the fact that you're telling me that makes me question whether or not it's true.
Oh
Because
boy.
I can tell you if it was me, I'm not going to tell some stranger, oh, by the way, I have this problem. Unless you're a doctor or somebody I'm actually getting the disability from. I'm not going to tell some eBay person I don't even know about all my ailments. So it's like, I get suspicious. It's like when they write something on cardboard, hold up the sign, sometimes I question whether it's true.
Hank Allen Cash.
Stolen valor. How did you win multiple congressional medals?
So much, my rib cage is sore.
Your rib cage is sore from coughing?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You ever do that?
Yeah. Well, how long have you had this cold? Because last time I talked to you, like on Tuesday, you didn't sound that bad.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I'm not around on Wednesday, and I come and talk to you Thursday morning, and you're on your deathbed.
Tuesday morning.
Oh, are you starting then?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it's like outside, but I mean, I'm not being a jerk here because Tara does make me get out of bed and work. It's like 10 o'clock. I'll be in bed with a flaming fever, just sick as a dog.
It's good to walk around when you're sick.
Yeah, she is right though. I mean, if I do some work around the farm or whatever, actually I do feel better. So maybe go out and walk around a little bit. I mean, don't hike a mile or something, but just give her a little walk, loosen the stuff up.
Yeah.
If it's nice out, I mean, don't go.
Yeah, like just put up some fencing or stack some hay bales or something like that. You'll be feel better in no time.
I don't know about that.
Stack some hay.
Yeah.
Get a bucket, bail out the pool.
Split some firewood.
Because the dust off of the hay bales would sure help out with that stuffy nose.
Yeah, clears it right up.
Do a workout.
My son
had a cold, and he's been still sort of snotty sounding. He had a really good cold too. There was something going around.
The same son was watching a video. If you get a chance on YouTube, there's a video about male plants, about pollen, that the nurseries were cloning just male plants because female plants drop too many like fruit and stuff. So they figured, well, if they do all male plants, and they've been doing this since like the 50s, well, gradually you've been replacing all the female plants with male plants. The problem is pollen comes from the male plants, and that's why you're getting this huge amount of where you have like the streets are covered with pollen and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't accidental. It's actually a trend now they're trying to reverse that because obviously because pollen allergies and stuff are way worse. But it's not your imagination. It actually pollen has been getting worse because I've got an allergy to pollen now that I got when I was like 50. So for the first 50 years of my life, I didn't have any allergy, and now I got one. So
sounds like you're being kind of a wimp.
Well, I don't know. According to that video, it was just if you YouTube search male plants and pollen or whatever, I guess it'll come up. It was pretty interesting, and they covered Dutch elm disease too, because that was one of the reasons Dutch elm disease was another thing with that nurseries caused.
Yeah, it's sprinkling here.
Yeah, it was rained here last night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so if
like
it's cold and rainy, do not go outside.
Don't go get all wet and
Thanks,
stuff.
guys. I got
no,
pneumonia.
it's not very cold. It's 71 degrees.
It was warm here. I mean, I was in a t-shirt yesterday.
It was uncomfortably hot.
It was kind of
yesterday.
actually hot yesterday for this time of year.
And happy around, I know, in the upper 70s. It cooled off though this morning. It's like in the 50s, I'd say right now.
Yeah, we got a mild cold front coming through, so it's kind of rainy on the front side of it now, and it'll dry out this afternoon.
Yeah.
Fishing. Get all your great information right here on from Tara,
Yeah.
Jim, and Brandon.
I don't know if it's helpful information, but you will learn something.
What kind of information?
I don't know. He said I learned so much from listening to Tara, Jim, and Brandon. I said I don't know if it's helpful, but you will learn something.
Hey, I'm gonna say what Reagan said: trust but verify.
That's right, I'm Reach. Who was it used to say Reach a lot? It was on the Silverstacking shows. His name was Raw Dog something.
Oh well, Chappelle used to say that at the end of his show where he'd go, "I'm rich, bitch."
Yeah, and then they have the truck horn.
Yeah,
because
during bitch.
It's
Yeah.
not him. It's actually not Chappelle that says it though. It's a guy. It's one of his characters that act on the show or whatever. But he says it's when they get the reparations.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So the guy buys a whole box truck full of cigarettes with his reparation money, and he goes, "I'm rich, bitch," and he hits the air horn on the box truck.
But he'd end every show. It would play that at the end of it. Was on Comedy Central.
Oh my God! Yeah, the U.S. economy is tanked because all of a sudden now none of the money's worth anything or whatever. It was pretty clever. That was like the first or second episode of Chappelle.
Yeah.
I like when he goes back, he redoes Roots or whatever, where the slaves go have an uprising or whatever. So instead of like, they have to go through the whipping or whatever, they turn around, he grabs the whip, and he starts whipping the starts whipping the guy who's whipping him or whatever. That's pretty good. They're like, why are we just standing here? Yeah, screw this. So then they start attacking them. So then all the plantation guys are all running.
And you missed a lot of useless knowledge, Mr. Sadie. He was inventorying his Michelob Ultra. He was facing his cooler with Mick Ultra.
Checking the born-on dates.
What's that when you're a bartender where you'd face the coolers or whatever, where you restock all the coolers? That's what Mr. Sadie's doing.
Well, I didn't face them.
Yeah, I guess because that's behind the bar. The customer doesn't see it.
I would clean the coolers out and wash them out.
Yeah, you're probably the only one.
You're damn straight. Well, if I had slow happy hours, if I had people in happy hour that were jerks I didn't want to talk to, I'd clean the coolers so I didn't have to talk to them. You get some weirdos.
Said he was inventorying his Mick Ultra stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets below 3 cases. He runs to the Jiffy Mart.
He's probably not buying Michelob Ultra. He's probably trying to buy a real man's beer like Guinness or some heavy, dark, man's beer.
Sadie with a man beer.
What's a real man's beer, Jim? Like blue collar America.
Any Bach beer.
Oh, any Bach. Oh yeah, you used to drink that Michelob. Oh, was that Point or was it Michelob Bach?
Oh yeah, Michelob was making it, but yeah, if I could get my hands on Point Bach, oh man,
yeah.
It's like Jägermeister. It takes alcohol and it does something to it.
So I don't like it.
It's like absinthe. There's something. You'll wake up in a town, you'll be like, where the hell am I?
Jim sold his Jägermeister machine.
Yeah.
He used to travel around with that thing, like we go to that thing where the people he went to college for. He'd come with his personal Jägermeister machine. Gets expensive though, when you're handing out Jaeger shots for nothing, and the thing takes 3 bottles.
In the,
you remember
the
man
front of
beer?
house, it could be running with Jägermeister, and I wouldn't touch it.
Gotta have man beer if you're a man.
Yeah.
I like Budweiser, regular Budweiser, but man, I mean, I switched. I was drinking Coors Light for a while. I switched back to Budweiser. I put on 15 pounds like in 3 days.
Yeah. Well, that's
It's
what Mr. Sadie is.
It's like drinking every can is like a loaf of bread.
That's what Mr. Sadie's drinking the Mick Ultra. He's watching his waist size.
Oh my gosh. Another good one to put on weight if you want to really pork up, straight Coors. Not Coors Light, but the regular Coors. Oh my god, yeah, that's like drinking. It's just pure calories. And you can't drink a lot of it either. I mean, just like when you say stuff lays in your gut like a basketball, that's what right straight Coors does.
Man beer.
Coors Light's good in really hot weather because it doesn't. It's like drinking water, really. I mean, it doesn't like fill you up or anything.
Leg says his hands are literally twice the size of my last girlfriend's hands. Which, you know what that reminded me of? There used to be a girl that would go to the bars up in northern Wisconsin. They used to call her man hands.
Why would you do that?
Well, nobody's gonna know her. She moved to Texas. It ain't like she's Todd's neighbor.
It says something she can't do anything.
I know, but it did make me think of that.
Although she could have done something with that other problem she had.
I don't want to. See, now you're going too far. Don't even say it. No.
It's called a pair of clippers.
Shut up. Just don't say it.
We knew this guy who dated her.
I took the test, Sadie. I'm negative.
Her mom had big hands too.
Yeah, but that girl, remember that girl that was at the bar ripping off everybody's shirts? She'd come up to a guy, grab his t-shirt by the collar, and she'd rip it right off of him. It was like I don't think I could take a t-shirt and rip it like that. And she'd get it ripped right down the middle. So she had one guy but she had big hands too. I mean, she had like mallet hands, you know. She was strong.
And they say you taste bug spray? You're tougher than I am.
Sometimes when I spray it, I'll get it on my lips. I mean, I don't do it on purpose. I'm not licking the off can or anything.
Oh, gross.
Hey, give me a shot of that D.
Yeah.
What was that episode of Seinfeld with Jerry was going out with a girl that had man hands?
Oh, was that a Seinfeld episode that they said that?
Yeah.
This girl, when she wasn't around, they always called her man hands.
She was very tall though too. I mean, she was as tall as you, maybe a little taller. She was really tall too.
Her mom was too.
Yeah.
We knew her mom, and her mom had the same hand. She had her mom's hands. They would do that Greco-Roman wrestling. For money.
She'd put you in a headlock if she's dating you.
No, they do that thing where they lock their hands and you got pushed down in the other person's hands or whatever. They would do that once in a while. Todd, do you remember that when they'd have wrestling? They'd have those guys, those old-time wrestlers. They'd do that thing where they do the Greco-Roman style where they'd lock up hands and the one try to push the other one down or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's in the old days before like the cables and the superstar models and the lights. Where they actually had to wrestle each other.
They try to bend the other guy's hands backwards on him and make him go to his knees.
The Crusher? Okay, that would have been in black and white.
The Crippler?
The Crusher was from South Milwaukee. Norbert, my uncle, hung out with his younger brother.
Yeah, my dad was a huge...
And my uncle said, I forgot his name. It's something like Babe or something they called him was his first name. He said he was a total jerk.
Well,
anyway.
My dad's two favorite wrestlers were the Crusher and the Crippler.
Oh.
And he'd put his hand like he would. Like when he'd come up on you, he'd like bend his fingers weird. My dad could do that. He'd mimic it from when he was a kid. So he'd like come at you with that hand like, I'm going to get you when you're a little kid. And he'd run screaming.
Oh, back in the black and white TV days, we had regional pro wrestlers.
Yeah.
Dory Funk and Terry Funk and Dory Jr.
Oh, the Funk brothers. Yeah, because I think Terry Funk ended up going on into like WWF.
Yeah, Terry was actually in a Sylvester Stallone movie.
Oh,
Um, and then they were the
they're
good
inside
guys in
though.
Amarillo, Texas. You
They're
know,
motherfuckers.
you had a crew of guys that were the good guy wrestlers and a crew that were the bad guys. And some of the bad guys were Rapid Ricky Romero
Hmm.
and some Norwegian guy that always wore a helmet with, you know, the horns that stuck up on each side.
Yeah.
Um, and they all had capes. Got to wear a cape to get into
Yeah.
the ring.
Do you remember Gorgeous George?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a cape like it was kind of like Liberace.
Yeah.
That was something.
Jerry the King Lawler, and he had that crown and
yeah,
that
that's one.
velvet cape.
That was that Geraldo? He boxed his ear.
No. Oh, was
Yeah, it was
it?
Geraldo. Yeah, he says, "Is this fake?" And he hits him in the head.
I thought it was Ric Flair. I don't remember.
Was it? No, it was the King. It was Lawler.
I remember one wrestler move was called the claw. The guy would grab the other guy's belly with his hand.
Yeah,
Squeeze. And the guy,
that was my dad's move, just like that. He's doing it.
The guy would go to his knees, man, with the claw, and you know the referee would come over and try to get his hand off of the other guy, and this is an illegal move. Illegal move.
See how he's bending his fingers?
Yeah.
My dad used to do that when we were kids. He's like, "I'm going to get you with the claw," and he'd come at us with that hand like that. With me, and my sister would be running, screaming, "No, not the claw!" But some of those were after they were like those wrestlers weren't wrestling anymore, but it was from when he was younger.
You were talking about the Terry Funk, and I don't remember the name of the documentary, but remember they did a documentary where he's an old guy, but he's still doing some of these wrestling shows, and he's like going back to his house. He's like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go to the doctor. You know, I've got to check I have those, crushed vertebrae for surgery and stuff." And,
Hulk Hogan's got like these special boots and stuff. He's got
oh really?
Yeah, he's got like all sorts of. But he's still trying to do like these whatever. Well, I don't know if he's doing it now, but he was doing these matches way beyond what he should have been doing. They wear girdles and.
Yeah, that who was that? Andre the Giant just completely broke himself down.
Yeah.
He didn't live very long because he just had too many injuries.
And he was a big guy too, and I think when you have those kind of injuries, and you're not that he was fat, but you're carrying a lot of weight, and stuff with those injuries.
He was overweight, but he was he was a giant. He was like 7'3" and 450 pounds.
Yeah.
He was a heavy drinker too.
Yeah, he liked to
that
party.
Probably didn't help. Yeah. He liked to drink wine, a lot of it.
The French, they do like their wine.
Yeah. That was his big thing. I mean, he'd drink it literally by the gallon. I mean, it was like he was able to consume a lot of.
I know Mr. Sadie just typed a thing in there that says Thunder Lips. That doesn't sound like a wrestler's name.
I'm not even going to touch.
You're not going to touch that one.
I'm not even going to go down that hole.
Was it the Fonz? No, Henry Winkler did a wrestling movie one time. You remember that?
No. The Fonz was wrestling?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when he was at the burger joint and he jumped his motorcycle.
1978, the one and the only.
Huh. No, I don't remember that one. Must have been like that Sylvester Stallone arm wrestling movie where he's a truck driver who goes to the arm wrestling championships, whatever, over the top, I think.
Oh, Mr. Sadie said Thunder Lips was in Rocky 3. I don't remember that. Is Rocky 3 where he has to fight the Russian?
Well, Thunder Lips can't be the Mr. T character.
No, but it was Rocky 3 when he fights the Russian, when he has to box the Russian.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you remember the Super Russian? They have science that makes him super strong. He's like on all those monitors and stuff, but Rocky's out there like
what was that guy,
Siberia.
that actor's name?
Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Russian.
He was a pretty big guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he had Soviet science behind him.
Yeah.
All Rocky had was some logs he was carrying.
Yeah, he was carrying around that firewood and stuff.
Yeah. If you can imagine, Henry
It
Winkler
has
is like,
5.8 out of 10 stars. Oh my God, they got Henry Winkler's wearing a cape. Oh my God, that's so ridiculous.
Honestly, that doesn't sound.
She had, well, what
Is
does
it
that
Will
say?
Liberace?
She had to marry him, but she was too embarrassed to have him as a date.
Oh man.
look, they had him in a
Oh
blonde
my God,
wig.
and his hair is just, oh, you should really see this. Just leave it on for a minute, Todd. Look
Okay.
at his hair. He's got like that perma curl.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he looks about as intimidating as an 8-year-old boy right there.
I gotta say though, as far as an actor, Henry Winkler. I mean, his work as a Fonz wasn't that great, but actually as an actor, Henry Winkler was pretty good. I mean, I like a lot of his stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they taught him a bunch of good moves, but he was just tiny compared with all those real wrestlers.
Oh boy.
I thought size didn't matter. That's what Tars always
It's
told
always
me.
the skill. It's how you move, not your size.
It's all lies. I've been picked up. A guy picked me up by one hand. We were in a bar argument, and he picked me up with one hand. And I can tell you, the moment he touched my chest when he's lifting me up, I mean, he had fingers like the diameter of beer cans. I'm like, I'm gonna lose this fight. I'm gonna lose this fight hard. Luckily, though, the bouncers kicked him out and my buddies, but for some reason he didn't realize I was involved with the fricas.
So
So
you just
I just
stayed.
stayed inside the bar. I figured my buddies were gonna get their butts kicked, but I was gonna get killed, so I stayed in the bar. Sorry, guys. Survival of the fittest.
How long did you have to stay in the bar?
Oh, we didn't leave. They went back to the door. We finished their pitchers because they left all their beer.
Well, the guy didn't like wait in the parking lot for you.
Oh, we were there. It was me and Jimmy Wayne, and we were probably in that bar 2.5, 3 hours. We're in a bar. Where do we gotta go? It's got a bathroom. It's got unlimited beer. We ain't gotta go nowhere. We closed it.
Mm.
They were all gone. Oh yeah, we got it. When we got back, man, we got chewed
Thunder
out.
Lips.
Hit that
Rock,
link.
oh, Rocky versus Hulk Hogan.
Oh, Hulk Hogan is the character Thunder Lips.
Oh, okay.
I did not
Yeah,
know
because they do
that.
some kind of exhibition match or whatever with a wrestler, and he's like, "This is ridiculous." It was
Oh.
like some kind of ridiculous promotion thing they're having to do.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't
Mr.
want
Sandy was talking about the Rocky movies like last week or earlier this week. He really knows his Rocky movies.
There we go.
Oh, she's upstairs.
Oops, I lost it. Oh, I'm on this screen.
She's outside parking. Puppy Piddles. How's it going?
Yeah, there he is.
Oh
Hulk
my God,
Hogan
yeah.
versus
Oh yeah.
Thunder Lips. I
It
can
has
only
been so
show
long
about.
since I've seen this movie. I mean, the biggest thing about Rocky 3 I remember is Dolph Lundgren.
I remember
Can't show
Liver Lips
anymore.
Off.
I'm gonna get
Country Bear
monetized.
Disney World. Good old
I
Liver.
will say, Sylvester Stallone does look small compared to Hulk Hogan there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Hulk Hogan's a big guy.
So, who is the most famous wrestler of all time? Would that be Hulk?
I would say.
I would
probably.
say, I mean, I would say for like probably people like my generation because I remember watching him when I was a kid and stuff.
He's like the
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy of wrestling.
I mean,
Even if you're not into wrestling, you know who he is.
Yeah.
you got The Rock. He was big.
Yeah, Rock
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty
well, that's
big.
true. You got like
John Cena was pretty
yeah.
big.
Oh, that's true. Because I quit wrestling. I don't really watch wrestling. I don't think about those people because that's after I quit watching.
The
wrestling.
Undertaker, I guess, was pretty
Yeah.
big.
Ric Flair.
I love Roddy Piper. Piper's
Oh
good.
yeah, I like Roddy, but I don't know. He was never as big as Hulk Hogan.
No.
I mean, I like Roddy Piper, but he was a small wrestler. He wasn't big as far as wrestlers go.
Macho Man was cool.
Oh yeah.
Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I never liked Ric Flair. I don't know why.
I
It's
never
just
liked
his
Ric Flair
character
either.
Yeah.
Or
Oh
what's
yeah.
that-
Oh, it's like we're soulmates.
Yeah.
We both didn't like Ric
Nature
Flair.
Boy Ric Flair.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I didn't
Woo!
like him.
Yeah.
I always thought he had a shitty attitude. Oh, sorry. I just didn't like his attitude. I just wanted to slap him. I like Hacksaw Jim
But
Duggan.
Ric Flair did well. He ended up at WWF later, but wasn't he like WWE or WCW? He was like their superstar.
That Randy Rhodes or whatever. I never liked him either.
Oh yeah.
He always had that real tight permed hair. When guys are getting their hair permed like that.
He wasn't the guy who became Gold Dust, was he? I always thought that was so stupid. Remember that guy? He'd be all in gold and he'd be like throwing around gold confetti and stuff. That wasn't Dusty Rhodes, was it?
Was it Randy? Or no, Randy Rhodes is the guitarist.
Yeah, Randy Rhodes is a guitar.
It's Ozzy's lead guitar guy. I'm sorry. Now, what about John Denver? Okay.
What about John Denver? Let me tell you something that's totally not true here.
Now I'm just gonna make up a bunch of stuff to look smart.
Got off the rails.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I really wasn't watching too much wrestling. I mean, I watched when I was a kid. I used to have the WrestleMania video game for my NES from the original Nintendo, and we would just play that game, I swear, for like hours and hours and hours. And I would always be Macho Man because his signature move was the elbow off the top rope, and he was a very hard to beat character.
Oh, Dusty Rhodes is dead.
Oh, really?
Died in 15.
So was he Gold Dust?
I'll tell you what, wrestling video games are still some of the most popular video games to sell.
Oh, wrestling stuff, like memorabilia stuff, like some of the old magazines. I had a bunch of old, it was a while ago.
Gold Dust?
Yeah. A bunch of, a long time ago, I had like a bunch of these wrestling magazines from like the 50s and 60s. I mean, I did really good on them.
Yeah, it was.
It was Dusty Rhodes? Yeah, and he used to come.
Oh my God, he looks like that one guy who's in the Defense Department or the guy with the long hair that's changed over.
He'd wear a gold bodysuit and he'd throw that gold glitter or whatever.
He's got a really bad like yellow wig and this stupid bad eye makeup. Oh my God.
Yeah, except he's in this tight bodysuit and he had a gut. He had the gut-nator working there.
Gold Dust WWE
Macho Man.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Well, all right, folks. Tom wasn't doing the show this morning because he was taking Roberta to the doctor or something.
All right.
But he said he would maybe start a show later, so.
Oh, he's going to do like a nighttime one?
No. Oh, no, it's not Dusty Rhodes. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Dustin Rhodes. It's a different guy.
It is
mid-morning or something. He would try to do one.
So somebody said Dustin Rhodes' son was Gold Dust.
Yeah, it's Dustin. Yeah, his son's Dustin. I'm sorry.
Okay.
As soon as I saw Dustin, I was thinking Dustin.
Okay, we gotta let Todd wrap it up though. He's trying to hit the wrap it up button and he's sick.
I'm done.
Anyway.
Tom might do a later on show. Is it like Tom After Dark?
I guess I'll do a show again tomorrow if I'm still alive.
We'll try to keep alive.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
See, I effed it up just like with